Ogadeke Mufin for the reporting for Wisdom Yard Television. We achieved 80% success tackling insecurity, Magashi. Pasuma, Asake, and others performed at Renewed Hope concerts. Fire engulfs Ganduje's residence. Newly appointed local government chairman dies few hours to swearing in. Nigerian planes arrived today. The outgoing Minister of Defense, Bashi Magashi, has revealed the level of success the armed forces has achieved in the 4 years he served as a minister. According to Magashi, the armed forces achieved over 80% success in destroying Boko Haram and ISWAP insurgency, banditry, and other criminality. Whether anybody likes it or not, the armed forces have done the best that is possible to keep this country in the security situation we find ourselves in, he said. Speaking at a valedictory dinner in his honor and organized by the Permanent Secretary Ministry of Defense Dr. Ibrahim Abubakar Kana, Magashi said there is nothing that we have not done to keep this country together. In this period, we achieved about 70 to 80% success and we will continue to do the same. I think the President has given us all the tools necessary to enable us to perform our duties credibly. On the working relationship with the Chief of Defense Staff and the service chiefs, he said, I have come to understand that everything we do requires teamwork, and when I joined the ministry, I found out that there are a lot of things that we're required to do. We needed synergy among the members of the armed forces and the ministry. I am proud to see that this has continued. I hope it will continue forever, Magashi said. No fewer than 46 musicians, including Buju, Waje, Braimu, Fireboy, KC, Asake, Timaya, Pasuma, Neramali, Tony Telula, and Sheyi Vibes, among many other music industry heavyweights, thrilled fans with electrifying performances at the Renewed Hope concerts in honor of the President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his vice Kashim Shettima at the MKO Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. Leaders of the youth wing of the All Progressives Congress, APC, including Tinubu's son Sheyi, announced the show to celebrate young people for their contribution to the party's victory during the general elections. Elated by the scintillating performances from guest artists, a lot of social media users and some eyewitnesses expressed joy and satisfaction at the events. The chairman, Renewed Hope Concerts Media Committee, Adeniyiwa Taofik, in his statement said, the event was planned as an inclusive celebratory activity for young people who contributed to the party's victory. According to reports, the residence of the outgoing governor of Kano State, Alhaji Abdullahi Umar Ganduje, has been engulfed by fire. The multi-million naira residence located at Maigun Road behind Kano Club Nasara GRA, and where the governor was expected to move into after his tenure was reportedly gutted by fire. A source familiar with the development who spoke on condition of anonymity said the fire incident affected the governor's red cows and many of the animals died in the inferno, with other multi-million naira property razed down. The source said the fire started during the course of welding metal by workers working to give the house a befitting no look. Meanwhile, efforts to reach the spokesperson of the Kano State Fire Service, Samiu Yusuf, proved abortive as they declined to confirm whether or not the incident happened. Karasuwa local government area of Yobe State was thrown into mourning today following the untimely death of the newly appointed chairman of the Caretaker Management Committee, Honorable Lawan Ghana. The late chairman passed away on Thursday, May 25, 2023, at the Federal Medical Center in Uguru after a brief illness. According to reports, Honorable Lawan Ghana, who was yet to be officially coronated as the local government chairman, succumbed to his illness, leaving the community and political circles in shock. The exact details of his ailment were not disclosed by emerging reports. The news of his sudden demise comes just a day before the scheduled swearing-in ceremony of all 17 local government chairman caretaker management committees. Governor Mai Malabuni was set to officiate the ceremony on Friday, May 26, 2023. Honorable Lawan Ghana had an extensive political career dating back to his tenure as a member of the Yobe State House of Assembly representing Karasuwa local government between 2003 and 2007. During his time, he served under the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). Barring a last-minute change, the outgoing Minister of Aviation, Senator Adis Sirika, is yet set to launch the much-anticipated Nigerian Air with the arrival of 2 aircraft today, Friday, May 26, 2023. The minister is launching the project despite resistance from the Airline Operators of Nigeria (AON) and a restraining court order on the project. As a result, lawyers of the domestic airline operators have written a letter to President Muhammadu Buhari asking him to stop Sirika from violating the court order. The airline operators argued that the ministers plan to take delivery of the planes and launch their operations on the last working day of his administration could be an attempt to cover up the various infractions of Nigerian laws, among other things. For planning to launch the carrier despite the court order, the domestic airline operators threatening to sue the minister for contempt of court. In November 2022, local airline operators including Asma Air, Air Peace, Max Air, Tobras Aviation, and United Nigeria Airlines sued the federal government over its national carrier deal with Ethiopian Airlines. The airline operators claimed that the license issued to Nigerian Air did not pass through the normal security clearance, adding that the firm which served as transaction advisor for the deal was linked to the Minister of Aviation. So in a letter signed by the lawyers led by Abubakar Nuhu Ahmad of Nurain Jimoh Chambers, the local airline operators reminded President Buhari that they filed the suit last year to question the shady deals, deliberate infractions of the Nigerian laws and self-enrichment, corruption mainly by the Ministry of Aviation over Nigerian Air projects. They said the launching of Nigerian Air by Sirika is a last-minute planned disobedience to court order and a deliberate attempt to rubbish the achievements of Buhari's administration. They therefore urged the president to stop the minister's action, saying flying 2 aircrafts in Nigerian Air livery is a clever way to violate court orders. The domestic airline operators maintained that for the promotion of the rule of law and protection of the integrity of the court, they would sue the Minister of Aviation whether he leaves office or not. The headlines again. We achieved 80% success tackling insecurity, Magashi. Pasuma, Asake and others performed at Renewed Hope concerts. Fire engulfs Ganduje's residence. Newly appointed local government chairman dies few hours to swearing in. Nigerian planes arrived today. Thank you for staying tuned. I am Odeleke Mufin Follower.